What's going on, everybody? James here, redoptionagency.com. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And I just saw some headlines, so I wanted to go over reading these, see what's going on, and give you my thoughts, I guess. So first off, eBay to lay off 1,000 workers as tech job losses continue in the new year. First thoughts before reading is kind of expected, I guess. We have AI coming in to the picture. That obviously AI takes jobs. The economy takes jobs. The fact that eBay has been going backwards with sales because of competition, a lack of a proper working website, problems with checkout, all their technical issues, that's going to cause loss. Also, I would think with all the changes they've been making over the last couple of years, I think, like I said in this morning's video, it feels like it's gone up a level where it's more stable. So I could see some of the cuts being, I guess, maybe the outside parties or whoever are on the tech side, if you will. Because I would think some of the workers, from what I understand on the updating the website and working there, are not all eBay employees. They're contracted out. So I could see some of those being let go now that the major changes, I'm guessing, have been accomplished. But there's still a lot of issues that I guess need to be tweaked and fixed, or maybe just tweaked. But so we'll get into this and see what it says, and see if I have any changing thoughts or different thoughts or whatever. So online retailer eBay is shedding 1,000 jobs, or about 9% of its workforce, as the company faces a business slowdown that is rippling across the tech industry. Yeah, they are not the only tech company who has been eliminating employees. And I don't know about the other companies, but I would think that AI might have a lot to do with some of them. Places like maybe Google or something. I could see that cutting into jobs. In a blog post, eBay CEO Jamie, hopefully I won't have to read that for too much longer. Hopefully they'll change him out, wrote that the size of the company's staff and expenses have outpaced the growth of our business, which he said prompted determinations. Okay, let's see. So, company staff and its expenses outpace the growth of our business. I think he's doing the CEO terminology here, because I got a feeling that these fourth quarter earnings, when they come out, they're going to show the real truth. And it's not that it outpaced the growth of the business, it's that the business is suffering because of, they would say, their excuse would be the economy. My reasons would be because the website's crap. And it'll be a little bit of both mixed in there. But I think the eBay and the problems on the website have caused more issues than, say, the economy has. Now, I'm not saying the economy is not a factor, because we pay more for groceries and such, but a lot of eBay's problems, I feel, were self-inflicted by the CEO and the direction he has gone. In addition, eBay is ending its relationships with many outside contractors. Now, that would make sense with the tech side of it, like I was talked about. Companies that were brought in to make the changes to the website. I feel the website's a little bit more stable from my perspective than it was a year ago. It's not 100% yet, because we're still having those like nightly updates, which are still causing problems. Like today is probably going to be the worst day, unless something changes, the worst day on eBay this year for me. So hopefully that will change before the end of the day. But something drastically changed yesterday on the website, and it's caused a lot of problems. The last 2 days have been really buggy, and the numbers are showing the consequences of that. Let's see. Both moves, Jamie wrote, are part of an effort to stay more nimble in the face of a challenging economy. So here it is, blaming the economy 100%. When the economy is not the 100% of the problem, it's going to be a percentage of the problem. But I think at least 50% of the problem was self-inflicted by Jamie himself and the changes he's made, and the fact that the platform has taken longer to be fixed and completed than what was initially thought. I mean, because remember, it's a 1995 platform. So if you don't start anew, there's a lot of patching and repairing and a lot of issues. Founded in 1995, eBay is an early internet pioneer that has survived decades of change and fierce competition in the world of e-commerce. Today, it is a $21 billion company with nearly 12,000 employees, but its core business has been chipped away at over the years by Amazon and other online marketplaces. And that's another thing, too, within the last year, with all the problems that the website has had, it has chased a lot of buyers and sellers away. And eBay makes their money off the sellers. Without sellers, they're not making any money. They are basically, I guess, like a consignment company. They're not Amazon where they have their own, where they store the merchandise, they sell the merchandise. They are basically a consigner for us. So if they lose their sellers, it's like an antique mall. If an antique mall loses their consigners and the booths start going dry, they don't make any money. Let's see here. While it has been largely insulated from the downturn in advertising spending, yeah, because they are not spending in jack crap, since it makes its most money on makes most of its money off sales commissions, a sales slowdown at the online platform has hit eBay's bottom line. Yes, 100%, just like everything I just talked about. The 1,000 layoffs announced on Tuesday follow a previous staff cut from February 23 when it sacked 500 workers as the company attempted to adjust to flagging sales demand after pandemic boom times. Yeah, and that could be another part of it too is, well, I would think those 500s would have been part of the pandemic boom hiring and then laying off. So I don't know if there would be still any around to nowadays. That might be part of that, which it is possible. So that could be part of it too, a little bit of the number. And it's already impossible to talk to anybody. So we know that first 500 felt like it was all customer service related because it just turned into just a poop show, just trying to get a hold of anybody at eBay and to get anybody who knew anything. So the staff concentration at eBay comes as dozens of other tech companies, including Google, Amazon, and recently TikTok, have laid off thousands, with executives saying they are still shaking off workforce glutted from the pandemic. So there's that statement that some of this 1,000 could be possibly from that also, from the pandemic times. Just 4 weeks into 2024, dozens of tech companies have laid off nearly 11,000 workers, according to Layoffs, that tracks job cuts in the sector. eBay CEO said employees have lost their jobs will soon be notified through Zoom meeting. He requested that all U.S. employees work from home on Wednesday. God, how horrible could that feel when many of the layoff notifications will be delivered to provide some space and privacy for these conversations. That's just, man, can you imagine God, that's got to feel horrible. Yeah, everybody stay home today. We're making cuts. And then you just got to sit there and wait, wondering if you're going to have a job. How sick to the stomach feeling to put all your employees through that? And how many did you make stay at home just to fire 1,000? Was it 10,000? Was it 5,000? Did you make 4,000 other people suffer wondering if they're going to be canned or not? How sickening is that? I mean, I'm sure there's no easy way to do it, but why the hell would you make your entire staff suffer for just a percentage that are losing their jobs? That just seems very sickening to me. And so they can have room for conversations. How about the conversations is you get paid less because you're doing a crappy job, meaning the CEO and the bigwigs? How about that? Why don't we have that conversation? Because the changes you made suck because it's trashed the website as a whole and it's hurt so many people, so many sellers, and now so many employees. And because of your inability to properly run the website, you've chased off sellers. You've definitely chased off buyers. Why don't we have those conversations? Because those would include you losing your job. That's why we're not going to have those conversations. Sorry, went off on a rant right there. Earlier this month, eBay agreed to pay $3 million settlement to resolve a criminal probe into cyber stalking. And how bad did that make them look when it comes to buyers? How many buyers did they lose because people are like, you know what, that's some pretty sickening, sick crap, and decided, I'm not buying from eBay anymore. If you're unfamiliar with that, you can look up the cyber stalking and harassment and the $3 million settlement that they had to pay out for that. So that's all there. But, well, that's my take on it. Will we see anything from our end? I don't think we're going to see any changes. It may be a little bit harder to get a hold of somebody in customer service. That may be the only change. But I've already given up on calling them ever anymore. So unless it's something really, really an emergency or of importance. So I could see in a year from now, I could see the beginning of 2025, eBay working fine. eBay has a new CEO and they're hiring 1,000 people. I could see that. Because like I said, I think a lot of it's going to have to do with the tech side of the site not working properly and then their numbers dropping. A little bit with the economy, hopefully with a new government after an election. Things will change on the economy side. I never put much stock into that kind of stuff, though. So I could see a year from now everything being totally in the opposite direction, because when you have to answer to shareholders, your job's always on the line every day. So I'm curious to see what these what fourth quarter numbers are going to look like, and will the shareholders smarten up and realize that it's not just the economy that's caused the problems, because places like Amazon have grown. Other websites have gotten new sellers, so they've grown. eBay is going down. It's going backwards for a reason. That other ones are rising. So we'll see. That's my thoughts and everything on it. So thanks, everybody. I will see you all in the next video. Later.